Welcome to Digital Boardroom and to Etail France. My name is Sally Green, and today I'm joined by Justin Ziegler, CTO at Priceminister. Justin is also now responsible for all technology for the recruiting group in Europe. Justin, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So today I hoped that we could talk about what you're seeing as the biggest opportunity for the e-commerce industry at the moment.
So I don't know if it's the biggest opportunity, but it definitely is one of the biggest opportunities nowadays, and it is to switch to mobile. So a lot of internet users are switching to mobile devices, and so the challenge is to follow the curve and to join the mobile wave.
Great. And at Priceminister, where are you on following that curve?
Well, on Priceminister, we have launched a mobile site, so it is more or less the same features as our main site, but it's on mobile and it's designed for a very small screen, obviously. We also have a mobile application, and actually we have two mobile applications on iPhone and Android. And we are now optimizing our main site for tablets. So there are really 3 or even 4 topics.
Great. There's lots of different options that you at Priceminister have looked at for capitalising on this change in customer behaviour. So can we just take those options one at a time and talk through what the pros and cons of each one is?
So, mobile applications. Often the question is, should I build a mobile application? Should I build 2 or 3, or should I have a mobile website? We decided to do both. And so, because there are pros for each scenario. There are pros for the application, for the mobile application, because when you've got a mobile application, well, some people just want a mobile application, right? So you have to make a mobile application for those people. But also having a mobile application opens a whole range of new marketing possibilities. And so the marketing of a mobile application is different from the marketing of a website, and different from the marketing of a mobile website, and therefore that type of marketing will enable to reach customers that may be otherwise difficult to reach. So that is one of the main pros for mobile applications. Also, mobile applications enable businesses to leverage the specific features of a mobile phone, like the integrated camera, for instance, or the mic. And so there are some applications, some features will be provide a much better user experience if they are done inside a mobile application rather than a mobile website. So then, now, if we look at the mobile website, there are also pros for a mobile website. One of them being that, like for normal computers, desktop computers, one can claim that mobile applications is just a phase, it's a transition phase, and the future is probably made of real mobile websites, mobile adapted websites. Just like nowadays, more and more businesses are designing websites for PCs or desktops or even mobiles, and fewer businesses are designing applications now that you have to download and install on your PC. So maybe this whole mobile app frenzy is just a transition, and maybe we won't really be installing mobile applications. Maybe it's because the internet is not yet very fast on the mobile application, so maybe the internet is maybe not very fast on the mobile phone. Maybe with the 4G that will accelerate, and so therefore people will accept and agree that just installing these applications is boring and it's a pain, you get too many, they slow down your device. And so rather just use the mobile website and you can switch from one to the other.
What do you think?
Our choice was, well, to do both. My personal conviction is that in the future we will only be using mobile websites, and mobile applications is transition. That is, yes, that's what I think. But however, I still think that today we need both. Right, it's important to have both, and this mobile applications do enable you to reach customers that otherwise you cannot reach. That's also what's interesting with mobile websites and the general mobile frenzy, is that in some cases you can reach customers that otherwise you cannot reach, because I read this morning or last night that there are about 15% of French people that are not connected, I mean adults, right, I'm not talking about kids, that are not connected to internet with a PC. Therefore, those customers, one may be able to reach them with a mobile phone. Maybe not today, but maybe in the future. And that gets much more true, much more effective, much more realistic in more southern countries, where maybe the broadband is not so widespread, etc., etc. Then the third category of sort of type of mobile activity or implementation is for tablets and iPads. And basically, there again, the question is, should I do an application or should I do a website? And there's yet another alternative, which is the one we are currently pursuing, and that is to improve, to optimize the existing website so that it works well on a PC and it works well on a tablet.
And why did you go for that option?
That seemed to be the most savvy option, sort of where you sort of get the best of both worlds, and because really, actually, already we can see that we have many people using our PC website on the tablet. So that is what people are expecting. And we also could see that our normal website, PC website, was not optimal on the tablet. And so really, sort of, definitely the start was, let's optimize the user experience for those guys that are already using our site on the tablet. And that definitely seemed to be, and still today, a very, very reasonable first step in that direction. Maybe if the applications if people carry on installing applications, maybe, just as I said for smartphones, maybe it will also be relevant to make an application for the tablet. So far today, I feel that it would be premature. Okay. It would be too early.
And so these three different routes of capitalising on this change in customer behaviour, how are you measuring how well they're doing?
Interesting point. So I'll carry on with the last option, which is the tablets. That is very, very easy because you can isolate, when in the web analytic tools, one can isolate the tablet population very easily, and one can see if that population is spending as much or converting, what we talk about conversion, is their conversion rate as good as for the PC users. Actually, the expectations for those customers is even greater, and we expect that, generally speaking, tablet users are expected to spend more than PC users. So the conversion rate should be greater, the average order value should be greater, etc., etc. And that can be very easily measured with web analytics and optimized with A/B testing tools. But that's what I'll be talking about later tomorrow during the conference.
Great. So it sounds like you've got a lot of things going on at Priceminister at the moment, all very exciting, and I'm sure that you'll keep evolving as customer behaviour evolves and changes as well.
Sure.
And what do you think we'll be sitting here talking about in a year's time? What's next for you?
Well, the next big challenge for us is to sort of try and pay attention to what users want, a little bit like what the users are telling us with their mobile devices. We're trying to listen to them and do what they want and try to let them do it as well as possible. But on a slightly different field, and so the next challenge for us is what we call cross-border trading, and it seems that there are merchants out there that have items and products that they can sell into foreign countries. And now that Priceminister has joined a group, which is Rakuten Group, Rakuten has marketplaces in most European countries now, and also in most of the countries in the world, well, most of the major countries in the world where their business is thriving. And the goal for us is to really help merchants broadcast their products in those different countries around the world, and provide them the the relevant logistics and shipping services, and also make the opposite possible for some, it's probably a smaller population. Some users may want to buy in France, some users may want to buy from a foreign site, and make that possible also inside of the Rakuten group.
Exciting times ahead.
Yeah, yes, lots of work.
Well, I look forward to seeing you again this time next year and talking about how that's going.
Great.
Justin, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.